Do you know more about money than 90% of those around you, but your bank account is still at zero? Today, I'll reveal 30 golden rules that will finally make your knowledge work for your wallet. Watch until the end to change your life within a year. Before we start, subscribe to the channel and write in the comments, what is your main financial goal for this year? Your activity helps me create more useful content for you. Let's go. Tip 1. Always set aside at least 10% of your income immediately after receiving your salary. Don't wait until the end of the month because there will be no money left. This is the foundation where all wealth begins. Second rule, watch the small expenses. Daily coffee or subscriptions you don't use silently eat up thousands a year. Analyze your bank statements from the last month and see where the leaks are. Tip 3. Build an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is your shield against debt in case of job loss or illness. The feeling of peace is worth every penny saved. Fourth, never take consumer loans for things that depreciate. A new iPhone or designer clothes on credit is a trap that makes you poorer while you try to look rich. Fifth tip, the best investment is in your skills. Money can devalue, but what you know how to do will always bring new income. Spend as much on courses and books as you do on entertainment. Tip 6. Don't buy a new car from a dealership unless you are a millionaire. A car loses 20% of its value as soon as you drive out the gate. Choose reliable used options like Toyota or Honda. Seventh rule. Start investing as early as possible. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Even small amounts invested at 20 become a fortune by 50 thanks to time. Tip 8. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your capital between stocks, real estate, and cash. If one sector falls, others will save your budget from crashing. Tip 9. Don't rely on willpower. It will fail you. Set up automatic transfers from every paycheck to a savings or investment account. When money disappears automatically, you learn to live on what's left. 10th rule. Once a year, ask for a raise or look for a new job. Your loyalty to a company often costs you money. If your skills have grown, your price must grow too. Know your worth. 11th tip. If you have credit card debt, put all your effort into closing it. The interest rates are usually higher than any investment profit. This is a financial fire that must be extinguished immediately. 12th. Before a big purchase, wait 48 hours. The emotional impulse will fade, and you'll realize if you actually need the item or if it was just a desire to impress someone. Tip 13. Find a way to earn outside of your main job. Even an extra $100 a week from freelancing or selling unused items, if invested, can turn into $1 million by your retirement. 14th. Calculate your net worth, not just your income. This is all your assets minus all your debts. You can earn a lot, but be poor because of loans. Real wealth is what you actually own. 15th tip. Don't try to look rich with expensive things. Truly wealthy people often wear simple clothes and drive modest cars. Those who buy luxury for show usually work for the banks to pay for it. 16th. Learn how taxes work in your country. Use all legal ways to reduce or refund them. Money you didn't give to the state legally is pure profit earned by an hour of reading. 17th tip. Invest in your health now. It's cheaper to buy a gym membership and healthy food today than to pay massive medical bills in 20 years. Your body is your only tool for earning. 18th. Don't listen to financial advice from people who have no money themselves. If a friend in debt tells you about a new crypto that will moon, run. Learn only from those who have built the life you dream of. Tip 19. Learn to say no to friends who pull you into spending money on expensive entertainment you can't afford. Real friends will understand your goals. Fake ones will drift away. 20th rule. Before buying, calculate how many hours of real work that item costs. If sneakers cost 40 hours of your life in the office, are they really worth it? This method stops impulse spending instantly. Tip 21. Once a quarter, Audit your bank statements for forgotten subscriptions. Streaming, apps, gyms. We often pay for things we don't use. Cancel the excess. It's pure profit. 22. Understand the psychology of marketing. Today only, discounts, red price tags, and product placement are traps for your brain. When you know the rules, you are harder to manipulate. 23. Eating out is one of the biggest expenses. Start cooking at home and take lunch to work. You'll be surprised how much money is left in your wallet at the end of the month. Tip 24. Avoid gambling. Casinos, lotteries, and sports betting are attacks on people who don't know math. The chance of winning is tiny, but the chance of losing everything is almost 100%. 25. Plan large expenses like vacations or electronics in advance. Save for them separately every month so the purchase doesn't shock your budget. Living without cash gaps is freedom. 26. Get rid of toxic assets. Sell everything that drains your money but brings no value. An old car that constantly breaks or real estate that eats up taxes. Turn liabilities into working cash. 27. Remember that money is just a tool, not the goal. Don't become a slave to accumulation. Learn to enjoy life in the process, but do it wisely and within your means. You've heard 30 tips that can change your life. Knowing is not enough. You must act. Choose 3 tips to implement tomorrow and write them in the comments. Like this video if you're ready to grow. Tip 28. Ideas without execution are worthless. If you hear a great thought, implement it within 24 hours. Money loves those who act fast. While others doubt, you're already taking the lead. 29. Don't forget to reward yourself. When you reach a financial goal, buy something you've dreamed of. This signals your brain that discipline brings real pleasure and motivates you to keep going. And the final 30th tip, your value as a person does not depend on the numbers in your account. Money is just an amplifier of who you already are. Be virtuous, help others, and wealth will bring happiness. We've covered all 30 tips, but why do most people stay poor despite knowing this? Because knowing is only 10% of success. The other 90% is the systems you build to not rely on mood or laziness. Understanding how debt traps work saves you more often than tips on earning. When you take a loan, you buy today's comfort at the expense of your future time and energy. Stop selling your future. Don't try to change everything in one day. Choose just 3 tips from this list and implement them this month. When they become a habit, take the next 3. In a year, you won't recognize your finances. Many wait for a lucky break or a win. But real wealth is built on boring things, spreadsheets, planning, and patience. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Learn to love the process. Which point from today was the biggest revelation for you? Write the number in the comments. I read every feedback, and your questions become the topics for my next breakdowns. In the next video, I'll show you my financial automation system in detail, which apps I use, and how to set up accounts so they grow on their own. Hit the bell so you don't miss this guide. Remember, your capital is your freedom. Don't let money control you. Learn to control it yourself. Thanks for watching until the end. I'll see you in your new, wealthier life.